This is going to be Rasul taking on SnakeDoe. This is going to be two players coming out from two different sides of the globe, as international gets. And all I can say is may the best man win. SnakeDoe, most notably known for coming through from Final Kombat, probably the best Havik in the game. Rasul, he likes to throw a lot of hats at you. He's actually a very good player, though. Let's see who's going to be coming out on the winning end of this. This is going to be a bull and a matador type of match, and one that people have been waiting for a very long time. Let's go, and let's roll. See, those invites are already out. Let's get it, Rasul. We are getting you up in the house. And once again, Chad, be careful about how you spend your channel predictions here. This one is going to be crazy. Once again, Rasul. We just saw him win that Rips Arena 2v2 yesterday. Very good performance. However, this is going to be somebody he's never played before and maybe never will play again. Chad, let's get it. Let's see how the ping looks. Amazing. All right, SnakeDoe, you have fun with this. If you've never played this before, this is going to be peak cinema. Osboss, yes. We make players usually play like 500 ping. But you know what? We'll do this.
Sector, Stryker, corrupted forest.
Thank you so much, Rick. Yeah, we just like to play background music. We like to play some elevator music around here. Make sure you guys are all having a good time. Let's go. And if you missed this set, man, I don't know what to tell you. This is going to be one of the biggest barn burners you've ever seen. Exactly, Adam Murphy. Let them know. People forgive me. Looks good. Yep. Yep. This is great.
Fight.
All right, Chad, let's do it. This is about what we expected, more or less. Let's see if the hill can hold together. Once again, Rasul coming out of Team Lyra. It will be SnakeDoe coming out of Combat Zone, coming out of South America. This is Chile taking on Kazakhstan. Jumping coming from SnakeDoe, already with the punish. Here he goes. Well, SnakeDoe most notably known for making that top 8 finish at Shark Tank as well, and coming through from Final Kombat. Yo, what's up, Dargaz? All right, Blood Ball's coming out. It will be SnakeDoe on a heavy life lead. By the way, hyping is the name of the game, man. Once again, there's not a lot of events left. There's not a lot of players left, so we do what we can with who we got, and this is a matchup we wanted to make. Papito saying, vamos, Chile. All right, Rasul with the lead. Rasul with a solid grab. You got to beat the player. You got to beat the pig. That's coming out. All right, and this is Rasul. I think this is guaranteed. There's nothing he can do. But wait, there is something he can do. There's no way. Is this going to be enough? Does he go for the mix? Yes, he does. Are you serious? Rasul gets hosed. Are you kidding me? What a performance from SnakeDoe to bring that back. He really got hit with the scoop. Oh, my God. And by the way, Crimson, hopefully we can survive this fatal blow. It's held together by hopes and dreams, as you can see. For anybody asking about Shark Tank 2v2, the graphics are being made right now. Thankfully, provided by this community. We're getting a full season package once again. SnakeDoe, though, look at him. He is the king of the ping. Good low coming from Rasul. Both these two are used to international connections, but this is sky high, as you can see. Let me take a look. Yeah, that seems about right. Remember, I'm going to let you guys know, Rasul asked for this set. This was not my idea. However, I'm going to take credit for it. Right? Rasul coming through. Rasul with the lead. Keep in mind, SnakeDoe does not have Fatal Blow at its disposal. Beautiful stuff we are seeing. SnakeDoe has one tournament here. Rasul has one tournament here. The only one that can move on, a big hippopotamus. And as you can see, yes, we are on roller skates here. Rasul coming through with the armor, not going to be any good. SnakeDoe trying to track him down. Said Ross Connections, I believe he's from Kazakhstan. Could be wrong about that. Time to join this luxurious streaming technology. What's up, Cabs, dude? Welcome. All right, Rasul able to tie it up.
Final round.
So even chat is lagging. All right, big punish though coming out of Snake. These frames are going to hold true, and so is the Stryker. So this is going to be the revenge of Online Kale's Kung Lao win against SnakeDoe for CEO. Hey, man, hey, it very well could be, man. It very well could be. SnakeDoe's been hanging out with us for a little while, though. I like having him around. He's cool. But so is Rasul. Who is cooler, though? I'll tell you who's cooler. The Sauce Box is cooler. You can forget him. After this, though, you guys are not going to want to miss peek. It will be John Cena taking on Platinum Hunt. This is going crazy. SnakeDoe with an Omega big life lead. And Rasul, I want to hear nothing about connection. You literally asked for this set. And I made it, chat, because I'm a nice guy. So I noticed your banner and stuff. You're a Shang Tsung player? Yes, I am. And I'll let you know, by the way, I've not lost on Combat League in over a year. Am I that good? The answer is yes, chat. Handcuff technology. Shout out to Osboss. He's gonna spend that fatal blow. That is not gonna hit, by the way, but it's also gonna hit. Let's go! Rasul's not done, chat. He's only mostly dead. If Rasul wins this, chat, it'd probably be the most goated thing, but he's not going to. There's the scoop. SnakeDoe gonna be getting it done, and a 1-0 score coming from one of South America's best. SnakeDoe's crazy, bro. SnakeDoe, you know what? These two are made for each other, I'll say. These two are just, like, they're both so offensively and defensively crazy. But this is the perfect set to make. I don't care if one of them's on Mars. We're making the set, chat. And once again, this is going to be 1 of 1. You are not going to see this kind of match very, very often. However, we give it to you today. Because you know what? We sacrifice our sanity so that the players can get at it. Lady of Chaos, yes, shout out to the Princess Bride.
Sector.
Yo, what's going on? D-Ship saying, what's going on, G? This is one of the best channels. Been playing MK since the 90s, bro. Same here, man. Welcome aboard, by the way. Great to have you with us.
How can we?
We're just having ourselves an old-fashioned tournament, man. 1-0 going to be your current score. SnakeDoe currently in that lead. What's going on, mate? What's up, Rin? Dr. Doomich hanging out with us as well. Having a little bit of leche, and I appreciate you. Let's go! All right, overhead. Big slash. So what was that interaction? How did SnakeDoe end up on top of that? I don't understand nothing. I need you guys to walk me through. Remember, all of you guys are the co-commentator today. I need you guys to take over for a second. That is going to be no good. The down 2, however, that Stryker going to be making his way in. SnakeDoe with some high-quality bait. SnakeDoe should be taking the lead. SnakeDoe slamming him on his dome nugget. Good use of the armor. Rasul says this cat still has nails. Okay. Shout out to everybody on the YouTube side. This is not going to hit, by the way. And a big up block, though. Good stuff from Rasul. The ping is sky high. At the same time, so are the stakes. Rasul going to be taking that round. By the way, the fatal blow is coming at us at a snail's pace. You'll love to see it. Playable. You know what's crazy? There's some people who will not play if it's like over 80 MS. We have gone over that by like 10, if my math is correct. And by the way, Majesty Redden says, we are the Michael Jordan of taking credit. I appreciate you, Majesty. All right, Rasul over here trying to out-pizza the HUD just a little bit. Blood Ball technology on the loose. Once again, remember, the winner here will be moving on to the semifinals and take on the winner of John Cena and Platinum Hunt. All right, Rasul, though, very defensively minded. Rasul on the verge. SnakeDoe, do we break? SnakeDoe gonna eat this one. However, he is not playing with a ton of health. Here comes the lockdown pressure. Aggressive Rasul, my favorite mythical creature. And there's gonna be nothing he can do from this. What is this brutality, by the way? I've not seen this one. Oh, man. And that brutality gonna cost you an arm and a leg, and that is gonna be one way to get ahead. If your name is Rasul, gonna be a tie ball game here. 1-1, gonna be the current set score. Rasul able to get his get back just like that. So I cannot duck with this lag. Hey, man. All I gotta say is we give our strongest battles to our toughest players, and that is you two. And Platinum Hunt. We're making him play John Cena. Make sure those invites are locked and loaded for that next set, by the way.
Kung Lao.
All right, let's get it. SnakeDoe, do we come out with something a little bit different?
Sector.
By the way, if you're on that YouTube side, make sure you do like and subscribe. Oh, yeah, subscribe to the channel. Let's get to like 6 trillion views today. Yeah, sounds good.
How is that the one thing we have in common?
By the way, Campsalot, that's interesting you say that, by the way. The only MK game I played on the Super Nintendo was MK2, where the game was literally rigged against. All right, good low. SnakeDoe, what do you got for us? Rasul, happy to spend that armor. Gonna be getting a little bit out of that. Down 2 coming down the side of Rasul. And if you've never played Rass before, it is a cinematic experience, man. Not something you can beat easily. It's coming, the down 1 on the side of Rasul. So I could never be a tournament organizer. Characters like Lau and Cena would never be on stream. Hey, man. That was me with Cyrax for a while. However, we did have to lift that, and now we have KatanaCon back. But you know what? That's an exceptional set, I will say. SnakeDoe on a tremendous lead. Rasul, what do you got for us? That should be a punish, and it is. SnakeDoe, there's nothing you can say or do about this. And by the way, the ping looks to be settling quite down. Please don't go to a game 5, says Rick. He says, I want this to be done. By the way, if you're a fan of the arena side of things, be sure to tune in today. From what I understand, there will be some unprofessional commentary. Big helping hand, though. Below. And another helping hand, gigantic damage coming out of Snake. Rasul burning all the bars. Big luck up from Rasul. Right? He said if you didn't see a Raiden, for fun, the OG Shang Tsung actor. Oh man. Hey man, Kerry Tagawa, man, what a goat. Rest in peace. However, right now it's Rasul answering back, and this is definitely one that could go all 5, chat. People forget, I'm saying. Only 130 on the YouTube side and 140 on the Twitch side. If my math is correct, that is 500 people in the building. What's up to all you goats? SnakeDoe, he's gonna have to be perfect if he wants to make his way in, though. Can he get the whip punish? Because no! Rasul gonna be getting it done.
Fighting me is a privilege.
Final
All right,
round.
Rasul. Who is gonna be taking the lead? Rasul, he's just that crazy. All right, throws up in his face. Reminds me of every first date ever. All right, SnakeDoe. He does have, oh, coming out with Darrius, by the way. I just noticed that. People forget. Nice. All right, SnakeDoe, the Michael Jordan of spitting blood. Overhead chop. Remember, Rasul still has to armor through that. He still takes damage. And yo, what's up, Rass? Welcome back to the fight night. And this is the safety that SnakeDoe is looking for. He's gonna spend the fatal blow, because why the hell wouldn't he? That is not gonna hit. All right, by the way, the ping has definitely settled down, and Chad with the flawless block coming from Rasul. Wait a minute, this is not over. This is not over. But the whirly bird is gonna ensure it. Darrius coming out with a helping hand of his own, and that is gonna do it. Rasul is exploded. He is died, and that is gonna be a 2-1 score coming on the side of Big Snake.
Havik wins.
The biggest of snakes. Shout out to Sauce Boss. Let's get to it, and let's set it your way for that replay side of things. All right, Chad, and with that, SnakeDoe on the verge, though. Can Rasul send us to a Game 5? Definitely seems like a Game 5 type of set. However, that is to be determined. Let's get it back your way. Oh, I see what you're saying, Scorpion Ninja. The thing is, Foxy Grandpa has that, and I don't want to take his thing.
Cum laude.
The Your Soul is Mine. I think Ketchup and Mustard have it as well. Either way, chat, that is neither here nor there. Let's get to it.
Forest.
You are not the only one who has worked dirty jobs.
All right, SnakeDoe once again taking on Rasul in one of the most demonic sets you could ever ask for. One of South America's best, taking on one of Kazakhstan's finest.
Fight.
And Woo War, welcome to the channel. Thank you so much for following, and welcome aboard. Rasul getting things started off in a heavy and highly-handed way, I will say. Words are hard, chat. All right, Whirly Bird again. That is going to be a very good safety net. That could be a key to taking out Rasul in future events. Rasul with some good defense. Okay. Osbots, you hear me? Hey, if you gotta go, you gotta go. Into the air we go. However, Rasul on a gigantic life lead. By the way, Bowser says, I'm feeling a Game 5? Absolutely. And by the way, Vovado game. I hope I'm saying that right. Says, hello, Brazil. Hey, man, hello back. Hello from California. Hello from Vape's Fight Night. Jump-in's coming. Rasul trying to down to him. However, that is going to be all she wrote. Rasul is on the verge of sending us to another Game 5. I'm telling you, chat, every single match today could be a Game 5 type of match.
Round 2. Fight.
And Bangin Kazi, hopefully I'm saying your name right. Welcome to the YouTube side of things. Thank you so much for the subscription. Remember, if you've not already, please consider subscribing to the YouTube side of things. Let's get to 10 trillion subscribers. Let's get it today. All right, SnakeDoe not going to be letting off the gas, not this early. However, Rasul is going to have something to say about it as well. All right, Rasul is looking to clean things up. The overhead, but a big helping hand. No flawless block coming on the side of Ross. One ball coming out. By the way, this is a matchup I never thought I would see, like ever. However, SnakeDoe, he likes these events, man. What can we say? Rasul, also a connoisseur of taking on some Final Kombat contestants. Okay. The ball is out again. However, we've got something to say about it. What do you got for us, Rasul? He's wait, no, there's no way. Spend the fatal blow. Kill him. Kill him now. He's got meter. I don't know why he didn't spend the fatal. He thinks he can do this the old-fashioned way, but here he goes. He caught him. Where's the Darrius? There's the Darrius. Chat, and SnakeDoe is on set point. What a performance.
Final round.
All right, Chad. Smoke him if you got him. Are we getting that Game 5? Helping hand. Rasul, so defensively minded, but SnakeDoe is so aggressive that they kind of cancel each other out. Oh my goodness, man, what a set we have in front of our eyes. I've been saying that all stream long, man. All I can say is shout out to the players for signing up. Keep in mind, coming up next is going to be Big Plat taking on Big John Cena. SnakeDoe trying to pick that up, not going to get it. The scoop with the Darrius safety net. Here comes Ross. Ross has the lead. Overhead chop. All right, this is gonna come down to the wire. I can feel it. 55 seconds. Time not necessarily a factor. Yes, Platinum Hunt do get those invites locked and loaded. The overhead not gonna be any good. SnakeDoe with a... Oh, that could have been a hell of a conversion. Rasul trying to mix. Rasul trying to play the timer at this point. 45 seconds left. Once again, these two are swinging along. Who is gonna have the goods? Rasul, can he find the combo starter? No. And Rasul's on the verge. Can he pull this one away? Good defense and better offense as well. Rasul's gonna take it in, chat. We have ourselves another game 5. Rasul, you can delay him, but you cannot deny him. I need you guys to drop some emotes in the chat. Let me know you're here, and let me know you've got a pulse. This one is going to go down to the very last match. Who's coming out? Rasul coming out with the heat, and now SnakeDoe. He needs to win one game. The same can be said about Ross. This is going to be the very last one. May the best man win. May the best connection win. And V Samu says online KO vibes. Hey, man, people forget.
Kung Lao.
All right, chat. This is the one, and I'm so happy this is going all 5. SnakeDoe thinking about this. SnakeDoe says, I can't see the hats. Hey, hats are important, man. And you can see Slammer as he's cheering for Snake. Welcome to the chat, by the way. This is it, chat. This is it. And 8 Ruin, thank you so much for the follow, and welcome to the stream. All right, SnakeDoe thinking about this, man. Wiping the sweat off his hands. Trying to formulate a game plan, chat. I've seen this before. 11 times as a matter of fact.
Chameleon.
Coming out with the Chameleon. This is going to be his final gambit here. This is not a bad pick whatsoever coming from Snake. By the way, how is this the first time we're going to Johnny Cage's mansion? By the way, Platinum Hunt and John Cena, get those invites ready. Chat, I give you the last match. SnakeDoe taking on Rasul. I will say the winner here could be a favorite to win the entire thing. SnakeDoe calling out that armor. Rasul using that as a safety net to get away. Catches him out of the air. Here comes Snake. That's what he wanted the Chameleon for. Oh my goodness. The glaive, and this is gonna be Rasul getting knowledge checked by the Chameleon. SnakeDoe with a tremendous lead, by the way. Scoop. Oh my goodness, man. He is countering everything Rasul is sending his way. Nice. And this feels like a matter of time. I don't think there's anything Rasul can do about that. That will be the round. SnakeDoe taking the lead.
Round 2. Fight.
And by the way, DJ Crush saying 10 trillion viewers, rookie numbers, man. We gotta pump those up 100 zillion. I got you, DJ Crush. I got you. And Naz, thank you so much for the subscription on the YouTube side. If you enjoy the content, consider hitting that follow, that subscription button. If you enjoy the video, if you're enjoying this tournament that we're doing on Easter Sunday, be sure to like it. Share it to your friends, share it to your friends, share it to your wife, share it to your friend's wife. I demand it. Your vape demand it. Red Chop. Right. Rasul in a bit of a lead. Rasul trying to pull out all the stops here. So let's go, Snake, counting on you. Can't stand that loud player, says CG4. We're moving on in. SnakeDoe, anti-projectile technology. People forget, Gurmik, I got you. What's up, man? All right, and this one is going to come down to the wire. A fatal blow will be the deciding factor. I can already feel it, chat. SnakeDoe has access to it. And he's just biding his time, says Rasul. As soon as you come in, I got you. And the SnakeDoe, though, getting countered. The hat's coming out. Rasul, what do you got for us? Oh, Jesus, and one more hit will do it. SnakeDoe would have to be perfect. He finds his way in, but wait, he had the win there. However, it's going to be Rasul, chat, coming down to the very last round. What a set. What a tournament.
Round. Fight.
All right, chat, this is where the rubber meets the road here. Will it be Snake? Will it be Rasul? All right, Snake coming in. Rasul, life lead is somewhat negligible. Look at the zoning. They're both putting on a zoner performance here. I will say that this favors Rasul. Trying to find his way in, but it's going to be Rasul taking the lead. Overhead is going to be good, Rasul. All right. Fire X, this game has no hope. We're trying, man. We're trying. All right, Rasul. Can he finish this, though? SnakeDoe, the problem is he can't catch him. Rasul, he asked for this match. Good use of the armor from Ross. Hang on a second, though. SnakeDoe gets hit with the rocket. Use of the glaive. And Rasul trying to zone his way, but hang on a second. He can't break. Yes, now he can. Now he can. And the laggiest fatal blow you've ever seen. Rasul. The block. No flawless block. 35 on the board, chat. SnakeDoe! Big boot! Oh, he catches him out of the air, but he can't pick it up! He goes for the grab! And that is it. And that is Rasul with a 3-2 score. What a set and what a completed performance coming from Rasul. He got in here, he got it done. SnakeDoe, thank you so much for playing that match. I know it's not on your connection. I know it's not the way you want things to go. However, a big GG's to both Rasul going to the semifinals.